All right. Time for our next series. Let's hop in. Gonna have to do a little name switcheroo here. Actually, the only thing we're gonna have to do is change that color back to red. There we go. And now we're ready. We're ready because it was red. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, which is green. We have the blue Terran player. No longer, sadly, representing Storm Gaming, but still on the clan because we still love him. It is GuMiho. And his opponent in the upper right-hand corner is none other than Dragon Phoenix Gaming's herO. Making sure he's still on Dragon Phoenix Gaming. You never know when players move or leave teams. So we just saw herO's PVZ absolutely crush Sue, championship caliber Zerg, and just squashed him into dust. Let's see what GuMiho has to offer here in this match. GuMiho's he's a unique Terran player, always had a unique style, often very mech favored, but what always defined it for me was that, or I guess separated GuMiho from the others is that GuMiho was very mech focused when mech wasn't good. He wasn't just like, oh, mech is in the meta, GuMiho was very good. No, it was like the opposite. Mech's not in the meta. It's time for GuMiho to shine. Vlad the Fourth, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for the support, and thank you so much for being a part of the KSL Cabal. You'll love to see it. Have a good night, bud. Skatu, I'm surprised you're still awake, too. Weren't you just saying a little while ago, you're like, I like to go to sleep by 10. And now here you are, and it's like midnight. It's just passion. Just pure passion from these chatters. This cute little Hellion. Doesn't quite get that probe, but tries valiantly. Get out of there, Toe Slope. You're going to get squashed by the Nexus. Oh, the Nexus trying to squash me. Terran buildings should be able to squash things. Actually, Terran buildings, when they land, should at least be able to kill critters. They should absolutely be able to kill critters. Can we add that into the game? Ooh, cheeky little mine drop. Just a 2 mine drop. Going straight for the natural. I'm going to try to boost him. There's a lot of units here. That is a dead Widow Mine. However, the medevac lives because the Widow Mine was targeted down. And that means the main base is going to eat 1 mine shot that goes into the assimilator instead of hitting the one who's auto-targeting GuMiho. Over microing. And ends up getting 0 damage. Oh, yeah, maybe he killed a probe. Did he kill a probe up here, or was that earlier? I don't think he killed a probe. I think it just went straight into the assimilator and didn't kill anything. Could be wrong, though. Adepts spot this move out. Oh, they're actually going to finish that shade and pull this army back. SCVs are like, get the hell out of here. I want to push across the map. Looks like one SCV going to go down. Nope, not quite. Blink Stalkers out here want to try to pick off some of these units. This medevac is a juicy target down at half hit points. Any Marines would be quite nice as well. But it looks like GuMiho doesn't want to push. He just wants to defend his third out here. Here's third is up and running. He's got Templar Archives on the way. He's got Charge and +1 on the way. Easy peasy. Breezy, beautiful cover girl. Something like that. GuMiho going to go for a little bit of a drop here. This medevac still just at half hit points and only has 6 Marines in it. Bit of a small drop. Still has the ability to get some damage done. 6 to Marines is nothing to sneeze at, but all it would take from this army is a sneeze, and those 6 Marines would be dead. Well, as I say that, it looks like GuMiho is just defending. He was thinking about potential warp prisms, maybe. I was all ready for this drop, and GuMiho was like, no, I just wanted these units in the main really quick. The vision here from herO is just so good. Wrong unit selected. He just sees absolutely everything on this side of the map. Or like he has all the avenues covered. GuMiho can't really leave without being noticed. Storm nearly done. Oh my god, those Stalkers didn't have blink. Wow. I saw Charge on the way and I just kind of assumed that the Stalkers that were out on the map earlier had blink. They did not. They did not have blink. They were just bravely fighting against those Marines as if they could get away at any point. Oh, it's a storm drop! Great splits from GuMiho though. He must have spotted that coming. Loses 3 SCVs, but considering it was a storm drop, I'd say very impressive defense. So it's gonna find the army here. And hey, look at those 6 Marines from earlier coming into play. In fact, Prism nearly dies. This Archon is gonna go down. Prism somehow escapes, but the Archon dying is actually pretty big. The 2 High Templar definitely did not get their value. 3 SCVs go down, and that's it. Even the Archon didn't really get anything done, and the Prism's super low. Could be a big target to pick off later. Honestly, excellent defense from GuMiho, who's got similar army supply to his opponent, is in a defensive posture against herO's push out here. herO does have a 4th base up and running, though, and GuMiho is definitely going to need that going soon. And I think herO's going to try to take advantage of that. No, he's just going to go in. Oh my god, herO. Is this good? I don't know. The tank's getting jumped on immediately. The army out of position. A huge amount of this bio just not in the fight. And GuMiho not taking the fight. He's looking for pulling the SCVs, but the storm zoning so well. herO pulls back, and he's just going to warp in. And after the great start to that fight, oh no, he accidentally storms. You know what? The default hotkey for storm and turning that prism back into a prism so it can fly away is the same. And we know herO plays with both of those on the same hotkey. But that was a great attack from herO. It seemed ill-advised, but GuMiho's bio was just so far out of position. He had like 40 supply, just not really in that initial fight. The tanks were just on their own. Finally, those units came back, but it was just a little too late. And herO takes a great trade. That being said, the supplies are still dead even. I don't think herO can do anything about the double Liberator that's directly next to the Planetary Fortress, but there's about 1 million Zealots trying to dive into this third base. GuMiho gonna punish though, kills a few of those Zealots on the way out, and loses 3 SCVs. I still don't mind GuMiho's position here. I don't know how he just took what I would call not a great fight and is still just fine. But it seems to be working out for him. herO getting into Tempests. Straight to Tempest. He's got +1 ship weapons finishing up right now as these Tempests are coming out. Now, Tempests are a great way to deal with tanks and Liberators. So is he worried GuMiho's just going to try to kind of turtle up? That's really what Tempests do, is fight against the turtle. GuMiho going to dive in with this attack. EMPs the shield battery. Not going to be able to get the Nexus. Does a lot of damage to it, but oh, some big storms come in. And all the medevacs are dying, which means these units are going to get stranded here if GuMiho doesn't just get the heck out. He's trying to stim and run away. Gets a big EMP off, but still going to lose a lot of these units on the backside as herO pushes his army away. Seemed like such a good fight there for GuMiho. A good position, but not getting the base ends up being so painful. Cute little Liberator siege up. Another great EMP. These units, a lot of them without shields for herO. But no Vikings out. There's nothing to fight against these Tempests, and they're just gonna start whittling away. Killing some Marines, killing supply depots, maybe working on some of these Liberators. And herO's just gonna dive right on in. This is a big concave, but oh, the storms are huge. EMPs are huge as well, though. I don't think there's any storms on the backside. Maybe this has a storm. There might be 1 or 2 storms around. There are some disruptors as well, but as I say that, the disruptors both get targeted down. I don't think there's any storms left. I don't know if there's enough left for herO. He does still have these Tempests chipping away on the backside. SCVs getting pulled off the line. Workers going down. The Liberator, though, still getting some kills over here. So GuMiho can afford to lose some workers, but what are these shield batteries in the middle of the map? I didn't even notice those going down. herO has these positions out here. There's almost no Marines left. It is just Marauders. Look at how many Marauders are under here. No wonder the army melted, the ground army. But GuMiho needs some anti-air. There's 5 Tempests here. And there's nothing to fight against them. And I love the Adepts coming out right now because Adepts are actually kind of okay against Marauders. They just don't die as quickly. And the longer this ground army can stay alive, the more damage the Tempest can do. 13 SCVs died, but I mean, the worker count is pretty much dead even anyways. GuMiho is taking a 5th during this. This is still an insanely even game. Despite herO, I genuinely didn't even realize he had like 47 shield batteries in the middle of the map. This is insane. He did lose almost this entire position on the low ground, but he still has the high ground he can fall back to. He's got this observer here, which I feel like GuMiho needs to do something about. Well, look at that. The Tempests just chipping off into these Marine counts. And the lack of Vikings is so painful here. Oh, big surround from GuMiho, though. He's got this army on the top side, but he is crushing this fight in the middle. As I say that, though, the Tempests, there's so many of them, and just not enough Marines. Great split against that first Disruptor Nova. It looks like there's another Nova coming out, but another great split. GuMiho wants to keep going. He's got some EMPs, but the shield batteries are trying to keep these units alive. However, the Marines have +3 attack, and they are chewing through this shield battery energy. Ooh, some great Widow Mines as well. Get into those Zealots. This is an insane, insane game. But I think GuMiho's winning right now. Oh my god, and there's no detection. These Widow Mines are going to fire again. There's no detection. I don't know if herO realizes there are 2 Widow Mines right here. Alright, he's moved away at a good time. But if he tries to warp in here, that's going to be a lot of dead units. GuMiho going for a counterattack. He is insane. He's going to stop this base from coming up for sure. But herO's like, all right, well, you're not here, I guess. So I'm just going to go kill this. And then he's going to try to go down here, which is not even a planetary. So herO's just going to kill this base. Yeah, GuMiho forced to cancel on a 6th base. But he's losing an important 5th base right now, as well as a lot of SCVs. He's going to try to run away, but they're not going to get far. CC is going to die. This base isn't mining in the meantime, but GuMiho going to take advantage of the fact that, yeah, he's losing bases, but he knows where that army is, and it is not here defending this location. herO loses all of that static defense, but is that really worth losing a full CC, losing a bunch of SCVs, and not mining at your third at all? I don't think so. This fifth base is not up, and GuMiho's economy is down in the dumps. herO takes a massive economic lead. And he still has quite a few Tempests up, but more importantly, his ground army is looking beefy and brutal right now. And GuMiho needs to be super careful what kind of a fight he takes, because there are multiple disruptors here. No more High Templar, which I feel like a couple of High Templars sprinkled in are still quite nice in this scenario. You do still often end up getting 1 or 2 storms off. But those Disruptor Novas just going to zone the army back. Look at how much army GuMiho has, though. He's trying to split on multiple fronts against these Disruptor Novas, and you know what? He's doing a pretty damn good job. But GuMiho is so Marauder heavy once again that the Tempests are staying alive for a pretty long time. The Zealot reinforcement is going to be really good against that too, as the Marines try to focus down the Tempest, and GuMiho is going to tap out as it looks like hero's just got too much economy. He can just keep that army coming. And GuMiho takes some fantastic fights, stays in a game that it felt like herO was just doing so well. But GuMiho was just staying with him punch for such a long time. The biggest thing was GuMiho tried to counterattack, and it didn't really do anything. And because of that, it allowed herO to push in, take down that super important fifth base, and force the third to stop mining and kill a bunch of SCVs. While GuMiho went across the map and like saw a cannon and then canceled a sixth base. Just not comparable damage at all. Even killing all those shield batteries. hero's like, oh, okay, I didn't really need that position anymore anyways. And I still have 5 fully saturated bases with another 6th on the way. And I know you don't have any of that. We're going into game 2. Going to Dragon Scales. Got to scale some dragons. Do you think this is... What kind of scales do you think this is? There are a few different kinds of scales. What kind of scales do you think? I kind of assumed that it was like, you know, reptilian scales, like a dragon would have. Generally, we think of a dragon having those kinds of scales. But, I don't know. Let's ponder it some more as we get into game 2 here. Spawning in the lower right-hand corner, we have, of course, the blue Terran player, currently teamless. GuMiho. Would love to see a big team pick him up. Maybe again on Basilisk with the Zergy boys. His opponent in the upper left-hand corner is on Dragon Phoenix Gaming. It is the red Protoss herO. Ooh, and what is that, my friend? That is a cheeky little barracks. But yeah, okay, are we talking... Are these scales, like, for weighing things? You know? That's a kind of scale. Do we have, like, a... Is it like a bathroom scale? It's the bathroom scale that belongs to a dragon, maybe? It'd have to be a pretty big one. I think dragons are pretty hefty, generally speaking. Although maybe they have light bones, because they do fly around, so they could have avian-style bones. Right? Oh my god, is he going to spot this? Ooh, he doesn't quite go there. He doesn't quite go all the way. Okay. I mean, it's just one rack. It's not the biggest deal in the world. There's double gas behind it, so it's just going to be a factory back at home. But, or is it going to be a factory out here? No. Nah, it's factory back at home. Okay. So not super committed, but not spotting where the barracks is annoying for herO. Or if we're talking about the scales again here. So I have like a scale rule. Could it be a dragon, a scale rule that belongs to a dragon? So many potential options as this Reaper comes in here and tries to stir some things up. Gets a cheeky kill. Gonna get a second one? Not quite. Ooh, you know what? It will get this one, though. I like that little zoning grenade, but Stalker wasn't quite out yet. Hellion on the way behind this. Just to defend in case any Adepts try to come across the map or anything like that, but herO building a Stalker first, a bit of a beefier unit, and just going to play defense against the Reaper. And just forcing these units to stay home. Hellion looks like it wants to come across as well. There's enough DPS now where I feel like diving up this ramp might not be such a good idea. With a second Reaper coming out and a second Hellion coming across. Ooh, I think GuMiho might be able to get some damage done if he tries to hop up this ramp right now. There's really not much out for herO. He's got the Zealot up here. There's an Adept up on top of the ramp, but like, oh, if he can get through, that'd be fantastic. I don't know if he's going to go for it, though. It would be a bit of a ballsy move. Second barracks coming up back at home as the first one floats over. Tech Lab on the starport. We might see some Banshee play here. Banshee play could be quite nice, but as I say that, there's an observer on the way. So maybe not cloaked Banshees. You know, just cheeky Banshee. Could also just be a Raven. Raven's not bad, even with the slight nerf they've gotten. But GuMiho getting a tank out and a couple more barracks. Ooh, a nice little Hellion drop here. Good Sim City from herO is going to help him out quite a bit. Nice boost, though, and the Hellions are going to move down into the natural where they are joined by the Reapers, who go ahead and grab a kill. All these units can fit into the medevac. There is no boost on the medevac, though. There it is. Oh, he's going to turn around, and he is just going to get out of there. Gets a couple of kills, forces some lost mining time, and if GuMiho just gets out, he will have lost nothing for that. Oy, excuse me. Oy vey. I mean, if he can get these units home. Oh no! Oh no! GuMiho! No, they're out of the map! No! Alright. That went from some solid free damage for GuMiho to excellent defense from herO. Just in the shots of those 4 Stalkers. And now here doesn't have to worry about anything on his side of the map. There is a Raven heading across for some auto turret harass. Not really the biggest deal in the world. And he's going to put some counter pressure on with this Warp Prism. He's got this observer spotting what's going on. There's really no units here for GuMiho. He's got a couple Marines out. That is just the 2 siege tanks. And those are not very mobile, which means that these 3 units are going to be so annoying to deal with these SCVs. Auto turret does go ahead and grab 4 probe kills. And that Raven looks like it will get out of there. So there's some damage there for GuMiho to help mitigate the fact that he is losing a bunch of SCVs over here. But it is still much better damage for herO. And his Prism is still alive, too. Damn. Senju. Thank you so much for the resubscription, Senju. 14 months. Welcome back, my friend. GuMiho should play the Goblin Catapult build. That would be an easy win. Easy peasy win. Just catapult those goblins right on in there. They'll either survive and fight and do damage, or they won't survive, but still just like hit things and do damage that way. Should be able to do that. Just throw units at your opponent. I guess that's what Banelings are, huh? Now, more SCVs going down here. Great target fire from herO. Gets 4 more and gets out of there. Just is barely lost anything. He's just lost those probes from earlier. 8 probes and 1 observer. That is actually kind of insane, these trades. And what was that? 11 SCVs? Damn. herO is just too good, and GuMiho struggling. This actually feels very similar to that game 1 against Su, where all the little things were just going herO's way. And now we've got the actual fight. But herO going to be able to take a great fight here as the tanks are on their own. Where are the Marines? Okay, there they are. A little bit late to the party, though, and a lot of the Marines have died. The tanks are not sieged. They're going to get picked up and boosted away. GuMiho desperately trying to run home and get these tanks sieged up on the high ground. They will indeed get sieged up, and herO's going to have to back up. But, I mean, this is just going from bad to worse for GuMiho, who had a really nice push that was just completely thwarted. Now he's playing defense against a player on 3 bases with more workers. GuMiho's third just starts up in his name. But he does have a double drop out on the map, so he does have some potential for damage. But herO knows he's in a great spot after pushing that attack back and just comes home and defends. Great star sense here from herO. He is going to lose some probes in the meantime, but he should be able to push this away. No blink on the Stalkers. It was charged first. And because of the Robo earlier on, there's no blink yet. So GuMiho can get out of there after getting 7 probe kills. Actually, really nice damage from GuMiho. I would say necessary damage from GuMiho. And without losing anything, very, very important. Man, excuse me. Sorry to keep on coughing. Drink some more water. This heater is really pushing out warm air. I have a trash can next to it, and the side of the trash can is like wilting a little bit. Yeah, the trash can is deformed because of the heater being so hot. Wow. I guess it'll get warm in here. Space heaters. Good unit. You know what else is a good unit? The Disruptor. Did get nerfed a tiny bit recently, but still pretty good. Still a pretty good unit. Man, Storm on the way too. herO's just getting absolutely everything set up. He's going to have a 6 splash damage army. He's got a 4th base going. GuMiho's supply is still shockingly close, though. And you know what? herO's worker count really hasn't been that good this game. He does take a big income lead here, but it feels like he could have had this back here had he just focused on probe production a little bit. Obviously, GuMiho did kill some workers earlier on, but I'm quite impressed with how well GuMiho has held up in this game, and same as last game, considering it feels like all the little things are going herO's way. I guess they're not quite as strong in herO's way as I thought they were. GuMiho's still in a pretty decent position, but as this 4th base comes up and herO gets all of this stuff together, GuMiho definitely going to need to get into some ghosts, which he is working on. What is this Ghost Academy placement? He's like, I don't need these 600 minerals. Inefficient mining, who cares? Love it. Oh, man. Big storm on those Marines. I feel like I don't see Marines die to storm very often. herO trying to dive in on top of this. Gets another cheeky little storm off as the ghosts are not out yet. And the lack of ghosts is so painful here for GuMiho. He has to get a 6 split going. Oh, but look at the storm drops. Stalkers do blink forward, but they're actually going to get kind of squanched here. This base finishes up. GuMiho, I'd love to see him lift it and send it over, but I think right now he kind of wants it in the way of these Zealots. Oh, he's got a lot of army over here. It's going the wrong direction. GuMiho, where's your bio going? No! Oh, and just the way he A-clicked made this bio run to the north. Huge amount of army not fighting there for GuMiho. herO's going to back up, but he takes a great fight. He clears out those tanks, clears out half the bio, and suddenly he's up 30, 40, 50 supply. And he is just going to step forward. Disruptor Nova is hitting into SCVs. The base gets lifted. The other base is on fire. It's just Liberators trying to hold on right now. But I think herO has taken not only an advantage, and not only do I think he's about to win this game, but that means he's about to win this series. And GuMiho put up such a good fight, but at the end of the day, all it really takes is one mistake like that, one group of bile running the wrong way at a crucial moment. And I feel like that wouldn't have been a good fight for herO, but instead it becomes a game-winning fight. herO takes the 2-0 once again. That's the second time today I've said that because, man, there's a reason this guy is the best Protoss in the world. Jeez.